Hey, how's it going? We're back. Why am I looking way over there? We're back on a Saturday, doing a Saturday stream. Hope everybody's week went okay. Mine was interesting as usual. So we'll see how that goes. I want to continue working on this super power supply that we have, but I think what I'm going to need to do is to get more resources in general to build it. So we're going to be working on that some today while they slowly work to put those together. How much of this over here is set up already? Okay, so there's a little more they can do on each one of those. That's fine. That's fine and good. What resources are we going to need the most of? Dirt, definitely. So we're going to have to build a bigger place for that. And then we're going to need logs, planks, pine resin, more planks. What does it take for these? Just a metal block. Okay. That is the big questions. What do we have going on over here? I believe last time we were flattening a lot of this out so we could have more land to do things, which is what it looks like here. In fact, we might just put a second one of these over here. Oh, there is a second one of these over here. Never mind. Never mind. Looks like we've got all the scrap that we need for a minute. We are going to need more dynamite. How's it doing? It's doing okay. We've got extract. Wonderful. I still have a ton of beavers and bots and construction lacks material. 150. Okay, what do you like? Planks. So it looks like I need to make some forests to get some more power, to get some more planks. This is once again flooded. Which is weird because it should all go over there. So there we go. Just some water surging. Maybe we'll make some water go this way. Just see where it goes to. We'll put up a wall here and then divert it this way maybe. But we could also take out this area here. Let's start with that. And we'll just make a wider field. There we go. We'll start with all the dynamite here, making it all level, and then we'll bring in other things. It's going to kill the frame rate, but that's okay. We'll work with it. There we go. What frame? We're on 1, speed 1, and it's still struggling. There we go. Maybe one of these days I'll update my computer and I'll have to worry less about it. I wonder if big streamers or big content creators have as much trouble with this game. It's frames at the end of the day. Okay. We've got builders all over the place. I would like somebody to come out here. Actually, how is this going? Oh, good. They got their stuff there. Let's put in... Food is doing fine other than mangroves, so we'll just live with that. Let's get maybe some more trees in here. There we go. There's all this. And we'll put trees right up to the border here. That can be that. More trees. And are they all set to cut? They will be. They will be. There we go. Everything. Oh, everything over here is supposed to be underwater. Prioritize mangroves. And you as well for now. Because I would like to get those in there. Can we at least go 2-speed? Can we have some frame rate from that, maybe? Maybe. Just maybe. That's good there. Okay, looking good there. Lots of stuff moving around. I'm definitely low on logs and planks, though. Do you guys need another bot to cut these, maybe? I don't know if they need a whole bot for that. Well, we'll wait there. Let's take a look over here. Before I do that, I want to see what everybody's building. Okay, they're asleep. Well, that's a thing. Okay. That's still going. Have they started the mangroves yet? Who's planting the mangroves? Did I have a... Oh. They're planting the mangroves. Fair enough. I think we're going to change these out for bots. Am I... No, I have 60 bots that are unemployed. I don't know why it's having such difficulty there. There we go. We've only got 2 dirt stations, so I need a better place for dirt. I'm thinking of making an offshore dirt rig. How much power do these take? 200, and these supply 400. So, if I did 8 of them offshore, I would need 4 of the rigs. No, the engines. To get that. So instead of offshore oil drilling, we're offshore dirt drilling. Tell you what, let's just do this. Let's start with building it first. That's what I want to do. So if we do a whole bunch here. There's those, and we do them here as well. And let's see how many we can fit in this area. This is going to be a whole bunch of extra water, I guess, that it needs to store, but that's fine. It's directly from the place that we're at. You know what? I could move over a little bit. Reveal that mini-map. There we go. That's good. Let's do metal, not metal. We'll do landscaping. That's what we want. Dirt excavator. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I need a couple more. There we go. 4. I'm gonna have to make those 1 higher, I think. That's alright. We can go back and fix that in a second. 3, 4. Hopefully that's gonna be enough dirt. Let's delete these out of the middle, and we'll make them go straight to the 3rd level. Hey, Death. How's it going? Is it a late notification? That happens. That happens. I gotta find a place to connect these in. And this looks like a great place to do it. Nope. Just working on a couple of things here and there, Death. How's your week been? Subnautica 2. Yeah, I heard some about that. Something about the studio bought itself back. Or won a lawsuit or something to get itself back to where it needed to be. Do I not have... I still have only the large one, so we're going to have to fit that in somehow. 3. You go there. Forgot to turn on the small ones, but that's okay. This will still work. Let's do a 2 here. Coming out in early access. It has up to 450 watch streak. There you go. Has up to 4 players. I didn't play the first one. I looked at a lot of the first one to play it. I just never got to it. I'm building this from the wrong end. Darn it. Let's go here. There we go. And a 1 here. This is going to be a rather large project too. That goes there. First one is solo. Below freezing the 1.5 game has solo. So happy for multiplayer. Well, good. Was that something that the whole community was asking for quite a bit? Multiplayer? Okay. I gotta fix the 10% thing there. There's that. I guess so. I don't care much to play it by myself. Fair enough. I gotta fix this. This on-off water thing here. Let's grab... How much science do I have? A lot. Okay, good, good. I like having a lot of science. We're going to do memory. We're going to put 1 here. Yep. And I think we'll call it mem... the water range? I'm going to have to try and remember how to do this once they build it. And then we'll start moving some of these. Maybe I should build like a giant complex for them. No. You. I don't know why it suddenly... There. Okay. Water, 90%. There we go. Hydrate. I have my... Dr. Pepper tonight. So we'll do that. We'll see if I remember how to correctly set those up. We also might move them eventually. Everybody should be out there doing something. Whether it's something useful or not, I don't know, but they should be out there doing something. Doo-doo-doo. What are they doing over here? Well, not bad. It just so happens to walk into the minefield. No beavers were there. I'm usually pretty careful. Usually. Unless they just decide that they want to be dumb, which is very possible. Okay, don't need those anymore. Don't need those anymore. That was the joke. Well, luckily no beavers were harmed in the making of this giant explosion. There we go. We're getting it. How's dynamite? Oh, I'm out of dynamite. Wonderful. Okay, well, that happens. Good evening. Just checking in before we go out for my son's birthday. Oh, hey! Well, tell him happy birthday. Big plans for the birthday, I hope. I never have big plans on my birthday. Let me rephrase. I rarely have big plans for my birthday, so I hope you're a much better birthday planner than I am. What is this? What's going out? Why are they bringing stuff in? I don't know. Looks like I also need to continue this on. I wonder, can I just go under the channel? Or is this at the very bottom? That is at the very bottom, so I'd have to go like here. I could go here, though. Nope, that would still let water in, so that won't do. Well, we're not going under this channel. Looks like we're going over. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. These. Some more of these. Any catastrophes? Not more than the usual catastrophe, which is a bit strange. But then again, I've given myself an extra day to handle catastrophes, which has actually been helping out a lot more. Nice restaurant. It's 23, so it's not like we're going to the zoo. You know, at 23, I actually probably would have enjoyed the zoo still, so that's fair. Then again, you could ask him if he wanted to go to the... Maybe he does want to go to the zoo. Who knows? Truck's still running good. Currently, it took ridiculous amounts of fuel to fuel it up last time. But other than that, it is actually doing pretty well. So, hopefully it stays there. Hopefully. That's the key. We will see here eventually. Have not had reason to replace it yet. I'm sure soon I will. Come on. I have so much building to do, there's just no frame rates left. So gas has more ethanol in it. I don't know. I've heard of that as well, but how accurate that is, I actually don't know. Why is that one? Oh, too far. No. No. There we go. They were running a deal recently where they had like 40 cents off gas. And pretty much the entire area, I think, showed up to that specific gas station. It was kind of nuts for a bit. What are these guys doing? Not bad. They're getting these things built, slowly but surely. And I have a 4-cylinder crossover and work like 15 miles. People that drive V8s and live in the country are getting... Well, that is me. I drive a V8 and live quite a ways from my work. It sucks. How's the dirt? The dirt has not came back. Have they started on the dirt platform yet? No. They haven't started on their way out to the dirt platform. I need trees. I believe I could put some trees over here. There shouldn't be anybody on this field here. Let's blow it up. Please, nobody decide to take a sudden left turn into the dynamite. Sucks with the frame rates. The frame rates do suck. One of these days, I hope they do something. Let's... How far can you... Not very. Can I put you... Let's do 2 of you. And we're going to hope that it can cover most of this area. Do that, and then that, and then let's take a road. We'll get those in there. Plant oaks here for now. One's per chance in frame. Yeah. It's the unfortunate truth. I really do wonder how many other content creators have issues like this. Are these not marked to... Oh, those are not marked to cut, so we should probably do that. Or if it's just my computer trying to handle far too much. How is this doing? I hope with big maps or big builds. Yeah, it's true. It really is true. How many bots do I still have? 49? Good grief. Let's bot these places up. Also, automate for mangrove. I have mangrove 90. We'll just do that. I have 2 mangrove things still. Did they finish the... No. Are there any places that are still being ran by... Oops. Being ran by beavers that could be ran by bots? Hauling, building. You could be bots. There we go. You could be bots. Bots. If we've got them, we might as well use them, right? Bots. I must have switched these to alleviate some kind of problem. Bot you. Sure. Automate. Do. Scrap 90. Yep. We missed the storage power things. Forgot what they're called. The flywheels. Did I add that mod? I will check here in just a second. Because it's back to working again. I have it on my actual Let's Play game. Switch you to bots. I mind less when beavers are lazing around than I do with bots. Any other scrap? Are you all bots? No, you're not. Automate. Scrap 90. And if we start to have problems, we'll get rid of those. They are back up and running. It's a good mod. Maybe third, if there ever is a third faction, we'll get them. Wouldn't that be neat? Bots. Bots. Oh, no, you're supposed to be a bot. Anything else? Haulers. Seems I have a bunch of plank factories for some reason that are set to bots. You know what feature I would really like to have? A skip forward feature. Like, skip forward 10 days or something. Skip forward 30 days. That way you're not just stuck waiting on things. Why is this guy? Oh. Okay. You know what? We'll just leave it. Yeah, you're fine. Any other things that are even slightly dangerous, we'll take care of those first. Uh-oh. Ran out of workers. That's alright. What are you? Lumberjack flag. Yeah, that's fine. Automate the logs over 90 if it ever actually happens again. We got beavers crossing the minefields. Alright, how many have I... No, I have 40 bots. Why... Yeah, I have 58 bots. Why did they not... I don't know. Let's go back through here. Can you sort this column by jobs? No, not really. Okay, well, let's let's take care of this then. Do 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 do. You be a bot? Actually, let's do this. Housing, workplaces. There we go. Beavers. So now we can just look through real quick. What is this? See if there are any that we should switch. This. That. This. That. Automate to a dirt. Let's set all these. That's fine. You need to be that. Hauling post, no. Lumberjack flag. Yeah, we could do these as spots. Scavenger flags. Yep, these could all be bots. Tapper checks. There we go. District center, and then builders huts. Okay. Now I have 93 extra beavers. Goodness. Alright, well. Cut trees. Cut trees, if you please. There we go. All the way to there. Get to those two. This can probably be exploded. Do. There we go. I think we were working on blowing up some of this too. 4 more land. How's our dynamite is low? Did these finish? No, they did not. Okie dokie. I guess we can send a couple of people over here to pick up these trees. We're going to have to get rid of them eventually anyway, right? Automate. Buy logs. Log. There we go. And that one. Might as well pick up the free lumber while we can. No, that really shouldn't be automated. Pine resin's down. Dirt is coming back up, but I have a feeling that's because that project over there is not quite done. How is this? Automate. We should do this one scrap over 90, shouldn't we? In fact, I'm still picking up scraps, so let's just pause you till all of the other scrap areas are done. Well, there's a couple of trees here and there. How's all this going? So these are all set up almost all the way across. This is getting to the point where we need to connect things again. I almost feel like I need to pause, build, and then start it back up. Missed one. There we go. Let's get those in quickly. Because I know they're missing planks. Get those in quickly. So that we can get planks. Don't worry, we don't need frame rate. Just in case. We got 19 planks, so I guess we could use more planks. If I were to... take some of this out, we could put that in at least, right? And then take this out. Borrow one of these. Let's say this stuff is fairly important. And then we just start building even more here. Do that. There we go. Out there planting trees. They're out here cutting trees. Yeah. You guys should have access to that. How's the mangroves? Counter berries. Did I not do a relay from berries and mangroves? I feel like I should have. No, I did not. Wait. Relay berry and mangrove. Yeah. Okay. Well, you should be berry and mangrove. Get those, please. There we go. Do. I feel like I should do a couple more of these as well. And we'll up those priorities. There you go. That in there. Get the power to connect them. Vertical. Up they go. You can go there. Come on. I'm only asking you to build. That is the problem with Megaprojects in this game. We're just going to use a ladder. For now. Down here. That goes up. That goes up. And then we just got to connect them in here. Do. Storage. Make sure they don't have to bring in their own logs, or they don't have to bring them in very far. Planks going out. There we go. Alright, bunch of new factories. Good grief, we're on 2 speed and barely getting anything. Nothing to do in range, huh? Oh, you guys are done already. Out you go, out you go, out you go. Well, we got mangroves going in. We've got some pine. And all these guys are switched back on. That would do. Alright, there's logs all over the map. Are you guys out of range? No, you're just not set to cut. I do not know what this is here for. This should be full of water. It is. Wonderful. Did they finish these yet? Nope. Let's get these done. So I can fix that water problem over there. If I can remember how. I don't use it very often, so don't use that fix in particular very often. Have they started on any of the tubing? No. My guess is it all needs to be set up slightly higher because it'll be working on the other stuff first. Do. There's that. There we go. We're looking good. That's not shabby. Suddenly we're out of bots. Put you way down here. Make you prioritized? No. Oak. Are you guys prioritized for coffee bush? We want oak. Oak. Not that I think you're going to be planting a bunch of coffee bushes, but you never know. What are we doing over here? Not terrible. Ah, I remember why I didn't put dirt in there. Because it would have messed up the entire line, I believe. So we go this way. Same thing here. No, that one actually has to be... another power thing. There we go. Alright, we'll pause it for a second while I make a bunch of these. So that I have frame rate to do that. let's see. We want dirt here. One of these. This goes this way, and then corner here will be here. And then dirt here. Morning! How's it going, Kudzen? Can't use the blueprints. I don't have the blueprints mod. There's still a mod for it, I think. Maybe eventually they'll make that into an actual thing. I would sure love that. Let's see. What else do we got? How have you been, Kudzen? You're, I know you said last time, I think, less exhausted than zombie. So it was around the time of the wedding. Yeah, how did that go? Did it go nice and smooth and everyone have a good time? Water, landscaping. Do a sluice. We'll put a filter up here. There we go. Did they finally finish it? They did finally finish it. So, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. This is if water is less than, let's say, 70%. Less than 70%. It will turn on. If this is greater than 90%, it will turn off. So, set reset. I think if we do this one, and then it resets when this one comes on, that should, this is water counter 90. We're going to go over here, and I'm going to set this to, what did I call that? Mim water range. Well, just busy and full on. After that, my sister had an extra week in Japan. I was guiding her while working. Saturday, after she left, I slept till 2 p.m. Wife decided I slept too long and was ruining her weekend. You know, wives do that. Let's see. Resource counter. What are these? Mim, water range. There we go. So this should be on. Or do I have this backwards? So at 90, I think I have this backwards. So this should be this way. If I reset circuit, there we go. And then once it gets down to 70%, no. Is that how that works? Hey Ryan, how's it going? So total water is right now over 89, which is fine if it's off. we're going to call this counter water over 90%. Actually, this is water over 90. This is water under 70. There we go. So water under 70. And then if I were to delete this, it goes. Yeah, it certainly does go sometimes. So this one is paused. So we'll set all of these to that. So that they'll be paused until it drops to 70 and then it'll turn on? Is that the way it goes? Hello, how's it going? Hey, it's going pretty well. How were your tests? Was it last week that you had the tests? My wife is currently employed as a housewife, so I don't know how I can ruin a week. There's a great many things that you can do to ruin someone's weekend. She might have had big plans. You never know. So this is off. This is off. So, which is right. Switches on when A. Okay, so if this is 90. No, so I've got these backwards, I think. This should be here. And then this is the 90. So this is here. When this one turns on, it'll reset this one to off. Okay. Yes, but it didn't go as I planned. Well, that's not good. What happened? Ooh, we've got a bridge going up here. That looks pretty good. We're starting to get some mangroves, I think. Yeah. How is this doing? It is certainly doing. That is for sure. What are we needing on these? Everything. Okay. They just need to build them, I guess. Exam was tough and I did not pass. Uh-oh. Do you get to try again? Construction lacks materials. Of course it does. It always lacks materials. Next year? Oh my. That's a long time. Do they only have the test every once a year? $73. So this is 70. 72. We'll see if this works. 71. We'll just watch this for a second. Medical entrance exam. Yeah. I don't think I would ever pass a medical entrance exam. Once a year. Ooh, that is rough. Yeah, it does mean you have a year to study, but that is really rough. Come on, go down. Go down to 70%. So that you, I believe, turn on? Okay, nobody's drinking anything for some reason. When you want them to. I guess it is the middle of the day. I could definitely just pause you. These exams are tricky. Oh, did it turn on? Yes, which turned this on. Which, when this gets back over 90, that should flip this on, which will turn that off. Well, yeah. Have to go back to studying. I should take some of the IT-related type exams for all those certificates. I just honestly can't afford the tests. Ooh, let's, I don't know if I want to spend the... Well, it'll have to get spent eventually, so why not add more? I wanted to as well. Yeah. They're like $500 for a test. And I feel bad spending like $5 on lunch. That, though, has a little bit to do with my my upbringing, so... There we go. We'll put those in there. We should have absolutely no beavers. Okay, no beavers sitting around being idle. Got my associate's degree. There you go. That's a good start. You'd be surprised how well that does for a lot of people. What is... 55? No, let's go. Can we go up a little bit higher? Maybe like 80? I don't remember why we were going to 55, but let's not do that. I need trees. I need... Planks are starting to catch up. I've got dynamite again. Any place that could use a good dynamiting? Oh, yes. Right here. Dude, actually, let's do this. I want to put the thing here. So, we'll just do this. Okay, that. All the way down to the bottom. Let's just put you here for now. And, oops. We'll come back out this way. No, well, that might be just too much. This is 2 height, so let's do that. Go down. Down we go. Okay. Connect in this waterway. And then we'll come up here. No, need to go upwards. There we go. So, right about... If I do, let's say, here. Good grief. Helped for a bit. It can. I mean, it's definitely better than having nothing. In some fields. In some fields, they're not really that useful. IT, though, it can help. Yay. Dynamite. Frames? We don't need frames. That's not what games are made for. We have one bot out of power. Perfect. Let's get a ladder down there. I'm excited for Subnautica 2. Yeah, Death was saying that earlier. It seems to be a very popular thing. Maybe I should look into it. I did not play Subnautica 1. But I've heard good things. Love the first game. See? Good, good. And the developers basically got their game back, so that's good. Have explosives again. Let's put the worker beavers... Well, they're already probably at work. Hello, ads. Ah, good old ads. Welcome to Twitch's best. I don't know how YouTube folks get along on ads. I don't know if they're better or worse over there. They've got part of the way over there. The main bridge is in. Are they missing... No, they're not missing blocks. I'm not sure... why they're not building those. Feels like they should be. Okay. Well, they've gone back down on logs and planks again. Oh, good. This is all done. Oops, I missed one. Oh, well. Explosions. Let's do that. Do. More trees, because that looks like what I'm out of. Nope, I want that one there. Plant oaks in here, in there, over here. There we go. I guess we can grab a couple of these logs that are just scattered everywhere. Won't hurt, right? Cut trees. Oh, you already marked the cut. Okay. Grab another one there. There we go. Get a ladder. There we go. And back. Welcome back. How is Super Power Supply doing over here? Oh, not bad. Oh, look. They've made it a little farther. Put you guys in. We'll put that on top. Grab those. Get the dirt. There's that. There's those. Do. here goes any planks I'm going to have for any extended amount of time. Do. Those go there. More dirt down this way. Dirt. Looks like it stops about there. Do. Oops. Eventually, we're just going to be making this spiral. Or at least I think. Oh, just there. Just there. Just there and there. There we go. And back to the dirt. We could do a dirt layer. Oop. This way. I'll come back and fix that in a second. There's that. Do. That looks good. Yes? No, I wanted the whole thing. Crazy thing. Well, they're getting farther and farther across. I gotta stop watching them build. I think that's what kills part of my frame rate. That's going. They're still working on this. They only realized that if they built this first, everything would go faster. Printer is working great. It actually is working really well. It's just, it is hard to keep up with the demands that it is putting out. It has got a lot of high resource demands. There we go. Oh, somebody died here. Ironbot 280. I'm actually one shy on that. There we go. Look at them go. Megaprojects usually... This is true. This is very true. I have all of 37 dynamite left, but once this is done, we'll cool it on the dynamite for a minute. In fact, should these have all been 3s? Probably, but it's okay. Is that the last one? That is the last one. Get out of there, buddy. Let's do this. There we go. This level should be 2s, but that's okay. Oh, I thought he was going to run up there for a second. I was like, no! Oh, okay. There we go. We're ever expanding out. You know what? These aren't grown yet, so let's pause these. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not working on any of those. What are they working on? I see beavers just sitting there. Why are you just sitting there? There's plenty of stuff to do. Nothing to do in range. Oh, well, we'll pause you for a minute. Same with you. And you can explode. I mean, we could get some logs back from our storage over here. We don't need those at the moment. There's 400. Another 60, 160. Do. This can go there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're still working on stuff up here when the exact same things are... Let's get a highest priority on these. See if they'll finish those. Okay, they're working on stuff there. That's fine. Water is paused, which is fine. You're for dirt. We definitely need more dirt. But we've got a project set up for dirt. We've got some tree farms going. Maybe I should invest in a birch farm just to get more ready-to-go trees. Link's going out. What are you? Your gears. You're fine. So many trees. So many trees. How's this going? Not bad. They've got another layer done, at least in this area. We'll let them get some of the other layers done before we go back and look at them. How are some of these trees doing? 39. If I put it on 3... and I don't move around a lot. How are the frames? Okay. Okay. Not... I don't think 3 goes any faster than 2, in all honesty. Need more trees. I guess I could grab a couple of them from over here. If I were to say... put some stairs here. Oh, I already got stairs. I got stairs right here. Oh, can I not go in that area? Oh, there's stairs here too. I did not even notice. Okay, well, let's put stairs. Oh, that guy's finally getting rid of that other one. Good for him. It's only been like 10 cycles. No. You go there. No. We will put 1 and 2 here. And then forester there. And yeah, birch aren't the most efficient, but keeps the lights on, and that's kind of what we need at the moment. How's my pine? Not terrible. That's fine. Nothing to do in range. Oh, you guys took care of everything already. Good work. What's my dynamite looking like? 169. We can use a little bit more to get a little bit more area over here. There you go. Can you not reach the last row? No, that's okay. All of the pumps switched back on. Once they fill up, they should be good. Come on, guys. Finish this bridge. How's the bridge out here doing? Oh, they're getting there. They are getting there. I have 53 more beavers, though. So we'll do 2 more of these. You guys just out of logs? Yeah, pretty much. I'm wondering how quickly we're going through our pine, and it does not look like very quickly at all. So maybe I could cut down one of my pine forests just to kind of catch up. Which one has less? You have a bunch of pine resin. Over here, they're still not. We'll put one of these in. Maybe that can help them just a bit. Automate. Logs. There we go. Alright, let's cut down. Where would an easy place... This one does not look like the easiest place to cut down. This one, maybe? Still not the easiest, but definitely not the hardest either. Alright. We're gonna make this one at least available to cut. I'm sure that we'll have to uncut it after a bit, but that's okay. Like to make these a little more prominent. There we go. Get the birch farm in over here. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, it didn't... I don't know why it didn't show me codes and stuff. Scribe. Charge. Hold on. Did have a university mail till recently. Oh. I'm gonna go all the way back here. $100 for a piece of paper that says I can do what I've been doing in my... Yeah. Hopefully I'm still on. See where my Twitch is going. Twitch seems to... Okay. I don't know. YouTube's being YouTube. There you go. Alright, let me look back through this. Working till 1:40 a.m. on Thursday. Ugh. Did have Unimail till recently, so it's cheap. Now it's not. Ugh. House hunting in Japan isn't fun. Really? I've heard that they have a bunch of, like... There it is. Now it shows up. Yeah, oh well. I've heard that they have a bunch of open properties, but maybe they're not near where you need them to be near. I'm not sure that I need that. The extra tree would probably do me better. Well, maybe I've heard wrong. I don't know. A year's rent to move? Good grief. I've been hosed out of, like, down payments before at places. But never that much. You need to be Ironbot, automated by logs. There we go. Are those all set to cut? Yep. Well, not all. There you go. So many trees. Let's go through and at least buy all the stuff that I don't have. I have quite a bit of stuff that I could unlock. Yep. Aqueducts. I don't know if I'll plan on using any of them, but we're gonna unlock them anyway. They're still neat. Aqueduct corner. Hooked wall dummy. Offset. There's the wall. There's that. Yep. Okay. Floors. Yep. I wonder if I built aqueduct floors instead of the caps, it would be easier, but meh. Okay, that's good. That's good. This is all done. Storage. I can't see me using it, but it's hard to turn down. I don't plan on making another district. There we go. Deep sea pump. Ooh, that's going to take quite a bit. Mechanical pump. Yep. Pipes. Don't know if I'll use, but we're going to get them anyway. Let's go down to about, I don't know, 5K. And we'll see how much we can build back up to. That's good enough. At least it's calculating less science now. I guess. Maybe. This can probably be paused. Because there's no pine resin to get. Speaking of which, I forgot to put one of these down here. No, I didn't. It's right there. Duh. They're in the mountains and small villages. They're mostly post-war rush builds with whatever is available, so not disaster-proof. They also have a tax backlog, so the owners are hard to find. They don't have a if you move in and take care of it for so long kind of law. They have that around here, but a lot of people use it to try and basically take other people's land, which kind of sucks. This always floods. I'm almost tempted to just take this out, but it'll be okay. It'll snap back here in a bit. It always does. Well, they've got some of this planted. This guy is not planting anything currently, so he can go find something else to do. Fill in that tree and that tree. I mean, if the owners show up, then they just have to pay their taxes when you're living in that house. What do I got? I'm back out of planks again. Trying to build more and more stuff. Megaproject is taking its toll on us. So there's that, but that's not adding anything. Ah, that needs to go back in. Because I think I accidentally deleted that last time. Ooh, that takes 80 planks. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Did this unflood finally? Yes, it did. So how does this unflood and then be that low? That doesn't make much sense to me. Also, I'm going to take these out. I made a whole new area over there. We'll put in floodgate. Floodgate set for 0.65. Open said the new owner with approval gets to pay the taxes. Oh, well that's a interesting way of doing things. I'd just be like, I'm not the owner. You gotta find the owner. Come on, guys. There's one left, and somebody just needs to come by and build it. And then you don't have to swim or do anything. You just take the tube. Better not be any beavers over here just sitting on the butt. No, there's not. Okay, good. Hopefully, well, maybe that gets built tomorrow. Then we'll have a lot less beavers just wandering around. Come on, guys. Oh, that brings power over there too, doesn't it? Neat. Yeah, I wonder what does happen if the new owners go, oh, okay, I'm not going to live here anymore. But the old owners then have shown up, so they got to pay their taxes, right? Hey, would you look at that? Another tube has been set up. So now they can pick up their stuff much faster. They also probably don't need, at least I'm hoping they won't need this road up here for too much longer. Good grief. Do I need to go over here and let some out? Alright. There. Everything floods. Come on. Unflood already. How's my dynamite doing? Oh, I have a decent amount of dynamite again. So this is height. What? This is height 3. It's height 4. So I need 2s and 1s. So we'll put another round of 2s here. Okay. Well, time to make more explosions. Everybody likes explosions. Declining birth rate means that them having kids isn't, and even the most kids refuse to inherit taxes that are more than any asset. Well, yeah. Old owners usually, in whichever afterlife, they tend to be unreachable. But taxes... Well, I mean, isn't the house usually left to somebody in like a will? If it's not in a will, it doesn't go to the state? I don't know. It might work differently over there. Goes to the next closest relative. Yeah, that's what usually, or something along those lines, happens here. And if the relative can't be found, then it goes to the state. Where are those beavers going? Like, I had a house that was just... Oh, neat. They're all over here. I had a house that was... It's not right across the road, but it was like right across the road and 2 down, that was left to somebody that didn't live in this state or anywhere near here, and they basically just refused to do anything with it. So eventually the city just came and said, well, this is our house now, and sold it. Which I wish I'd known they were selling it. I might have looked into purchasing it, but that's okay. Oh, there's another stack I don't need because I don't have any logs. But I think they might keep going until the 10th removed fan. Good grief. That's a lot. How are we doing on the forest down here? They're making their way across it. Let's say don't replant that one. If you can get that far. Yes, you can. Alright, so it's a little less flooded now. Good. Each time they notify a relative, they need to wait 6 months. So that's 5 years. Good grief. That's horribly inefficient. You're not planting anything. You can go do something else. Are you done planting? You've planted as much as you can for now. Are you planting anything? You could be. You don't seem to have anything to plant, so you can go. You don't either, so you can go. Bureaucracy, that's exactly it. Well, again, that's something I've heard is Japan business runs on paper and faxes, so maybe sometimes it's not the most efficient thing to do. I could be wrong, but yeah, it seems like it's a little less efficient than it could be. We're starting to build up again. Good, good. I wonder, can you attach? You're powered. Are you powered? You are powered. I wonder, just wonder, can I get the power in on both sides on this somehow? Okay. Pause all of you, because you don't have power, so everybody goes back. It is nighttime, so let's take that out. How did you fly out of there, buddy? That is your own fault. Yes, I know. You're alone now. Your own fault for rushing too much. You've rushed to your doom. One of you there. One of you there. Power. That one. this one. Super high priority. Let's see if they can do that. Well, the state doesn't want the property. This is a shack made from whatever materials could be found. Need to be disposed of carefully. Oh, that is true. Who knows what it's got in there? Let's see if they can build this up real quick. We'll see if we can save this beaver, but it's kind of his own dumb fault for running out there. Do. Flooding again. Of course we are. I've got all the well-beings. Bench? Sure. Let's get a bench. A fence? Yeah, I don't need a fence, but... there you go. Now we've got a fence. A metal fence? There we go. Stream gauge. We don't need, but you know what? We're going to put one out here anyway. Because why not? Pole banner. Yep. Square banner. And then all we got left here is the Earth repopulator. HTTP levers. We could get those here eventually. Bruce banner? No, there's no Bruce banner. Would make an interesting mod, though. Mod is out of power. Construction lacks materials. I'm actually lower on pine resin than I have been in quite a while. Get up this mountain to these trees, maybe. Maybe. Banner made from spruce trees. I mean, we could do spruce trees. Spruce trees would be a little tough. Or morbid. I'm not sure which. Do that. We'll say get all of those. Get all of those. Do. More explosives. Has to think about it. Come on. You can do it. These are slow explosions. That. Don't need any of that. Put in a station here and grab all these trees. Do. There we go. Trees. Uh-oh. Okay. Got to do that. Mark all these for cutting. There we go. Large section over here is ready to go. It was so hard to process, it forgot to make a sound. That can all go. Let's reduce that footprint there. There. That. Those. All of that. These. No trees left here, so you don't need to be cut. Just unmarking stuff. 'Cause I can. There we go. Nothing to cut here. Anything else still set to cut? That is. Those actually do need cut. These are all set to cut, but I'm not actually cutting any of them. These trees would hurry up and grow. Okay, this is done. Come on. There might be hope for you yet, Beaver. We'll find out. We'll put that on 2 and see if that... See if that works. How's the big power plant doing? We haven't looked at it in a while. This wall over here is getting built. That's at least good. These are going in. I guess we can go ahead and work on these in the meantime. I mean, we're only on cycle 21. That's not bad. Come on. Go that way. There you go. Alright, put in all of one. How's the big spinny generator? It might take a while. We'll see how it's going. If I get everything else on the map done and it's still not done, we'll figure something out. But it is a constant, huge drain on all of my resources. I mean, the printer for it's not even done yet. There we go. It would be done if there were frame rate to do it. Easy way to copy, paste the last level up to the level above. Yeah, that could be part of it too. Or the beavers weren't too dumb to build in the right order. This way. There you go. Yeah, might as well put one more in there. Whatever. Okay, that's at least the 3D printer done. They're doing more and more dynamite. They've got this taken care of, but they should have power now. They do have power now. Okay. We can switch some of them back. In fact, let's do this. Beavers, nope, bots. We'll find some of the less dangerous ones. Coffee. Yep, no danger there. Badwater really doesn't have danger, but I'd like to keep them that way. Dirt excavator. Mines. Nope, we're going to turn that back off until we've gotten rid of all the scrap metal. Explosives. Farmhouse. We'll come back to the farmhouse. Fermenter. Is there a chance of injury? No. How many bots do I need? Oh, I've got 32 extra. just keep running lower and lower on trees. Do. Yeah. That is taken forever. How's the explosives? That might require some offline work. How much are these at? 61, 38, 44. How are you doing? First of all, that can go there. This. Where did I put those? That can go there. Automate on logs. Do. Populate, or no, counter logs. Counter log. There you go. 67%. Okay, well, guess they all went back to work getting those. This is going to take a ton of dirt, so maybe, or a ton of bots, so maybe, just maybe, I should shuffle more of those bots out of safe jobs. Let's keep going. Nope. Farm, the fermenters, the food. Foresters. Let's do all the foresters. Because they don't have to be bots to be foresters. We're not gaining too much. Same thing with gatherers. Berries over 9. Okay. Your berries. Your berries. Okay. Okay, how many? Nope, still need more. Safe jobs go to... regular old beavers. There we go. Those can go to bots. More bots. Scrap could be. It just turned off, so. Raft dock. Oh, those are paused, so it doesn't matter. Raft catch. Pause, doesn't matter. Cast off, doesn't matter. Oil press. Those dangerous at all? Not really. Oh, how are my bots? I've got plenty of bots. We'll leave it there. Because these... oh, they're going to need treated planks. Okay, well, that's all right. How are these doing? Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Let's prioritize them by hauler, though. They can just sit there and get that dirt. Did they get this in yet? Oh, yes. Yes, they did. How's my dynamite? 84? A little bit of regular dynamite here. Do. I'll say that that's slightly more important. How's this? They're getting a little bit more of those trees. That guy's not got much to do for now. Let's get that in there. Logs, logs, logs. There we go. That's good. Everything's going in slowly, but it is going in. Again, there's where that, what is that? That resource monitor, the one that checks for resources in the area, would be really nice if it didn't crash. How's my... You know what? Let's cut these down for now. Okay. That all goes in here. That all goes there. None of this needs cut anymore. Forget it. We're just going to get rid of it. And we're going to wait. Come on. This counter had the same range as the gatherers, numbers, lumberjacks. Scrap flag. Yeah, it would be really nice. When I saw what looked like the thing for it, it looks like it was a lot smaller, but still, having one is better than not having one. We could come over here and grab these. Yeah, that would be nice. Too bad you just couldn't build them into the flags. There's a good mod. There's no resource. You can, I don't know, you can add something to the flag itself, and if there's no resource in range, it just shuts it off. Yeah, exactly. Build them on top of the flag. Give it the same range and be good to go. Looks like dirt's coming back, though. We don't need scrap again. 68%. 51. How's my science? Not terrible. The water thing seems to be helping. I guess I could do it for food as well. That way all the farms turn on and off. That seems a little risky. Oh, look at this. They're all done. Yep. 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 All right. We just got a whole bunch of them back. This one. Empty. Empty. Everybody's coming to get these. I see mostly bots. Why is it all bots? Shouldn't that be... I don't know, maybe they've got them for their own stuff. Well, as soon as that's done... Once this is empty, we might just go ahead and cut down this forest too, just to get us some trees. 22 scrap. Already full of pine resin again. Come on. Empty the last of this out so I can delete it. There we go. Up we go. Hey, it's Mao. How's it going, Mao? Hydrate. Thank you, sir. Hey, it's Miss Procyon. How are you doing today? There's the beavers of Beavertown. They would fare much better had they not lost all of their frame rate. If they could just find that frame rate that they've lost, they would be doing so much better. But I mean, otherwise, we've got some fairly large structures up. Chilling with the kittens. There you go. It's a way to do it. You have it stashed in the dam. It might be in this power plant that I'm building. I mean, this thing is gigantic. Or will be. Macro scale, exactly. They're thinking on the big scale there. How was the rest of your stream? I swung by a little bit ago to check it out. You're playing something different. Titanium something. I forgot the rest of it. Sorry. It's eclectic. Ooh, there's a rare thing. Why are these guys walking? Oh, they're walking from here. Okay, that's fine. Titanium Court. Ooh. Sounds interesting. How did your space point and click from the other day end up? Am I out of... How are they doing over here? They've got... stars. So we finished it. Ton of branching paths and endings. It did seem like one of those games that have a bunch of endings. I'm glad you enjoyed it enough to want to finish it. It looked pretty good. Heard around the voice to do so many characters. Like I said, that's why I stick with accents rather than voices. I can't even do those very well. Although, to be fair, I have been practicing another accent, so... because I want to use it for... if we ever get to play D&D again. That keeps going south fast, but... I want to use it for that, so... we'll see if I ever get to. That's good. Ready to go. We need trees. Although we're about to have a really big explosion here. That'll be nice. I miss tabletops. Now that I'm back in my hometown, I really need to get in touch with old friends and start something up. Settle things a bit more securely first. Makes sense. I spent, what was it, Tuesday evening? I think it was Tuesday. Writing up my first short campaign, which was mostly just a small dungeon. Just need to make the unstable cores buildable. You can really, that would be neat. And there's a good idea for a mod for you. Build unstable cores. Or disarm unstable cores. Yeah, Tuesday, we spent a little time building a dungeon setup, a map, all that. And it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, is the explosion ready? The explosion is ready. All right. One speed. Let's see if it all explodes. There we go. It's actually going at a decent rate. Oh, never mind. Bye-bye, frames. We don't need those. Frames, we don't do that here. One frame a second. 2 frames. Sorry, 2 frames a second. 2 FPS. A beautiful, lovely time. Oh, I missed one. That's all right. We'll get that later. Oh, they're starting to come back. There we go. Wonderful. Look at that. Ooh. More flat land. But how many dynamite do I have? Oh, wait a minute until that fills back up. This all looks good. We've got more trees. They're getting that in. I haven't gone up that way yet. I almost feel like I should be putting all of these on just a lower priority for now. Just so we're not using resources where we don't need them. 1 FPS, 2 FPS. Yes, that is the way it feels like. Boom, exactly. The big boom. We'll put all this to lower. So that everything I build after this... Why would it skip? I don't know. It does weird things sometimes. Okay. Oh, we need to get this stuff. No, we'll just let them go with that. For now. How are my planks? Planks aren't bad. We are going to need a couple more of the plank factories, though. So, I don't want to run out of power here. It would probably help if I wasn't... This map's mountain removal project has been completed. It's got a little ways to go, but it's getting there. It is definitely getting there. Let's go back to 2-speed and see if I... Nope. Oh, there it goes. Okay. A little bit better. Building unstaffed. Oh, that's fine. Those can be unstaffed. Lumberjack flag. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's built and not connected. Okay, no frames. Bad frame rate. Please, mechanics tree. Optimize the end game. Would you look at that? I got 3 of these things up. And somehow I'm still not able to keep up on dirt. That tells you how these are going. I do kind of like watching the beavers go through the 3D printer, though. Just little lights moving everywhere. Do. Maybe I should work more on the logs. What turns the logs on and off? So if they have no logs, then they should turn these off until they get more logs. Then again, I feel like just about everything should turn off if we're below 10% logs. This We could put in a power thing to turn some extra ones off if we didn't need them. That would save us at least a little bit, right? Power meter. There you go. Because I am definitely burning through a whole bunch of logs just trying to keep things powered. Also, I could, just a thought, get the mangroves. Debating. What does everybody else think? How's this going? This is all cut down, so let's turn those off for now. Oh, the coffee hut's back on. Gears and metal blocks. We have plenty of those. Is it because they're all still working on this? Oh, no, it's because they're all asleep. I just forgot that it's nighttime. What about the woman ghosts? Not just the man. This is true. This is true. You know what? We're going to harvest some of these. We're going to say cut trees. And let's cut this square in here. Let's say yes. And let's make a couple of relays to maybe control that. And also a couple to control this. Let's do basically the same thing we did with these, but with logs. That. Not that those will go on or off anytime soon, but you never know. So this one, instead of water, we got logs. Same thing here. Log. We'll call this mem log range. There we go. Those are super important. And then we can use log range for a lot of stuff. Are you guys set up for the mangrove? Oh, nope. Mangrove. I think it's mangrove 90 is what I've been using. There you go. 2 logs. We'll say that's that, and we'll automate by. We'll just come over here and click it. You. That's still called water? I thought I changed that. Okay. Water over 90. Log over 90. Take that out. log. So now are you set up for logs? No. You. A is you. Reset is you. Okay. So now we can do log range on every... There's something we need. Apply to every building so we don't have to track them all down. Yeah, that's fine for now. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. That can go. You can go. For now, until I set those up a different way. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There's that. Finally making it through the end of the forest there. Okay. Now we need to further automate this one. Did I put them at... I thought I put them at memory. Mem log range. Did I not put you guys at mem long range? Log range. That, all of these. Do any other log places? Oh, this is paused. Let's unpause you. So we can get those back in there. Copy all you over. There we go. Nope, not paused. All right. Okay. Looks good. All right. How's dirt doing? I got all of 40. Okay, well, they're at least starting to enclose some of this stuff. Do. This is all starting to go. I was going to toss in. Where are... Ah, these. I really thought I would have enough of those for this map, but that's okay. We'll do 2 more. See if it helps. And another engine. Putt. There we go. Good grief. Alright, well, we play on 1 speed. You guys don't need to be on. No trees in your range, so let's pause you. Leave one of you here, because probably all we need for the moment. Probably same here. Keep an eye on things more or less. Still trees there for them to pick up. Okay. The logs. Rid of that one. I do have the 2 mangrove ones. I have mangrove 90. Do I have mangroves 90? Oh, here's the extra resource counters. Do I need these for anything? I don't know. I want to pause them. Can't pause them. Going to get rid of them. Because they're not doing anything. Other than causing extra calculations. This is mangroves. So we take out man usages 2. So both of them have 2 usages. Wonderful. Well, we're going to take out that one. We'll just find the mangrove. Oh, okay. Are there any that are not paused at the moment? Over here, maybe? Ah, yes. Not, okay. Well, we've managed to work in a little bit extra. The drilling rig is going in nice. Place using it. Yeah, I think they could use a little more work on some of those. Oh, look, they're finally starting to build the tunnel. We have some of these. Do. Do. And that one. That one. That one. And that one. Ta-da. Just because I can. Ooh, we might have to turn back on the mine here in a minute, which is not going to be great because I think no matter what, it takes treated planks. So Let's prioritize these. Did this go in? Yes. Okay. If shouldn't be surplus. We want demand. If demand. If demand what? I mean, we don't have any batteries connected to the entire network, so do I need to attach another one of these to get a range for this? I kind of feel like I do. You can go in there. And we'll say this if it's actually if the surplus is greater than 0. No, surplus is less than 0? Maybe that's it. If the surplus is less than 0, which it will be most of the time, everything's on, we will go through and turn off. We'll call this house up. Then automate. Pop house up. We'll turn those off. If there's surplus, we'll turn those off. There's probably a better way to do that, but it's okay. For now, we'll live with what we got. We're still getting some trees from over here, but not a ton. How about over here? Those are almost done. Well, we got more of this wall in, and we've got a ton of this dirt wall in. We made our dirt kind of area here. We're definitely going to see some issues unless we get some of these trees going again. Which we might just put in one more area here because we can. We'll do this. We'll do that. See if we can get this done. You're done. All right, out you go. We might just pause those. We'll let it fill up the dirt first and then maybe pause those. Nothing to do in range. Oh, would you look at that? So these guys are all done. Out you go. There's still some metal there. Still a little bit of metal there. Any other metal on the map? No, that's almost the end of it. Okay. Well, we will set something up here so that we can start heading for this metal. Ladders. Off to see houses. A basic house cost $1 million? Jeez. Well, hopefully you find a nice one. My house did not cost nearly that much, but I bought my house way before the housing whole thing went on, so... Good luck to you. And you're out of stuff to do now. Unpause you. Once those last two get built, we can take these off the network. Save a little power. Yeah, maybe. You always get a huge influx of bots whenever we fill up the water for a bit. Alright, let's pause all these. I would like to keep more of that forest. Do not cut any of that. Do cut all of this. And that. And this. There we go. Oh, would you look at that? Already done. Let's go with these, except I want to put forester here. Have water dump. Actually, let's leave you there. We'll put the fluid dump there. Connect those in. And then we will use 3 of these. Those still set to cut? Yep, they are. Let's get all that done. And more oak. That should be enough to get all that. Okay. Hey, we have 156 logs. Did some of the other forests start coming in? We're caught up on this. We're caught up on that. You Oh, the explosives just turned back on. Okay. Gears. Okay, it all just turned back on. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Ugh, always flooding. Nothing to do in range? Oh, you finished up there. Nice. You know what? We could probably turn this area a little bit green as well. Let's put in 2 just to see how well that fills it up. We'll pause you for now. Get you in there. Get you in there. Get you in here. And then again, we'll say oak. All the oak. There we go. We'll see how that does. But I think that's about it for the night. We did get our drilling station pretty much in. We blew up a large portion of a mountain. The 3D printer is almost done, which means we should start to be able to get the stuff in down here. But we've got a lot of forest to wait on. So I might just do a little offline play during the week and then be back at the end of next week. Hope these guys are done. And see what else we can get accomplished. Let's see. Who is on? Kinder's on. We'll go raid Kinder like we normally do. So I think we're going to call it there for the evening. Hopefully I'll have some more Let's Plays and some more stuff up this week. So keep an eye out for that. I should be back sometime this week on Twitch, and then we'll be back here, like I said, the end of next week. So, as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!